has emphasised this. Is this the last throw of the dice for India? Jasprit Bumrah has to break this now. Nearly did, with an edge down to fine leg. Ravi Shastri, Sean Pollock alongside me, two giants of the game. Here's a moment for someone.
Absolutely, and you rightly mentioned, I mean, Bumrah is the man they've gone to right through this tournament to break partnerships, and he's done it. Well, if ever he has to do it in a final, the moment is now. Because what South Africa need is less than 30. It's a huge jump in the last 3 overs. Just to say how they've jumped ahead. India at this stage 119 for 4. South Africa 150 for 4.
And that too brings up a Klaasen 50, 51 of 23 deliveries. Fastest in a T20 World Cup final. There was a 50 of 22 deliveries from Quinton de Kock earlier on in the piece for South Africa, but this has been sensational. He hasn't been able to really show his expertise so far in the tournament, but on the biggest stage he has produced so far.
Close enough, is it? No, just heading down leg side, says Chris Gaffney. Yes, for Klaasen, it's his first 50 in this World Cup, his 5th overall. And let's not forget who took 2 vital catches early in the day. Really vital catches. Klaasen.
What a way to get your first 52. This was slipping down the leg side. You get your first 50 in a World Cup final. You strike it over 200. What else can you ask for?
Still Bumrah searching. Searching. The perfect Yorker, almost. Klaasen digs down on it. What a great contest. He will not give up, this guy.
I'll be counting down the deliveries from Bumrah in the dugout, Smithy. I'll know exactly how many he's got left. He's got that potential to bowl an unplayable delivery at any stage, in any format. And that was what he was searching for with that last one, trying to sneak the Yorker under the bat of Klaasen.
Yes, he normally would have bowled a slower one by now, but he knows the power of Klaasen if he doesn't get it right. Will he still attempt it?
It's Bumrah. If you get Bumrah, I think you get India, and Klaasen is dealing with him at the moment. We're down to 26 from 25. How about this last over? Holly, you talk about it. It was your one.
Yeah, you always get the feeling after watching South Africa for so many years, and if Klaasen's involved, it kind of comes an over where he just has this unbelievable belief, and once he gets an early boundary away, he puts the foot down and tries to maximize, tries to make it the catalyst over.
1 ball to go in this Bumrah over. South Africa do what they had to do. They negotiate safely. It's 151 for 4. 4 overs to go.
Vadilal Quick Treat. Flavor है loud.
This is Christina. Christina is tired and really needs a family vacation. Luckily with Cheapo Air, she can book her flights online or just call day or night, especially when her kids are asleep. With Cheapo Air, book fast, affordable, and last-minute trips.
The side has hardly felt any pressure at all in this tournament. And now come the biggest stage of all. He's under the pump for decisions and inspiration. Rishabh Pant has a problem with his knee, it seems.
Well, India doing everything possible to even slow down the game at this stage, just to see if they can break the rhythm of these two players. Vastly experienced left hand, right hand batting combination, both explosive, with the ability to hit sixes. Can they hold their nerve in these final stages of the game with just 4 overs to go? Just 26 needed. This is where you don't want to do anything that you might regret. We've got things under control. India 126 for 4 at this stage. South Africa way ahead by 25.
He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that wants to dot and won the victory. I don't think Heinrich Klaasen. He's in a mood.
That's caused a little bit of frustration for South Africans over the years, because you kind of do feel, do you just stick around, knock it off? But it's not the nature of the game anymore. He is such a wonderful striker. He's got some time to think about it now. Is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? But there's the equation, 26 from 24. And the way he's playing, you wouldn't go against him. In fact, if David Miller in this situation, would probably going, but you're going. It's your day. You just keep going. I'll be the one who kind of plays a little more of the second fiddle.
And he'll target. He'll look whom he can target. And Hardik is back in the attack after 1. So, knowing Klaasen, he'll fancy his chances.
He'll look over extra cover. There's a big gap over extra cover. Got a straight mid-off and a very square man on the boundary, and Jadeja, who's hardly been a factor in this game. Here's Hardik. Little touch, yes, the break has done it. The loss of momentum, nicking a wide one. Klaasen goes frustrated. India breathe again.
How often have we seen that? We said breaking the momentum of play. There was a break. Rishabh Pant got treatment. Hardik came in, just floated this wide, a slower delivery, and gets the outside edge. Is there going to be another twist in the tail here in this game? Still not over. Klaasen departs. South Africa still need 26. It's 151 for 5.
Running a business takes everything you have, and there's no such thing as off the clock. No one else can do what you do. Funding from Biz2 Credit makes it possible. We know your drive. We know your determination. Biz2 Credit. Funding what's next.
Giant figure, and I mean giant figure, of Marco Jansen, who started the game with ball. Can he finish it with bat? We're into the 17th over, and India have struck it. Is it too late? Can they strike twice in this over? That's what he's hoping for. He's been given a lifeline here, Sharma. When does he bowl Bumrah again? Does he go for the jugular? Does he bring the asking rate because of that up a wee bit?
Yeah, I think maybe Klaasen was taken a little bit by surprise with regards to how wide that delivery was. Just kind of setting himself up with something nice and straight. No foot movement whatsoever. Just thought he could throw the hands at it, and it just bounces. It's a cutter, so maybe just stands up a little bit more than he expects. A little edge through. And Rishabh Pant, who was getting the treatment, gets the joy of taking the catch that breaks the partnership and gives India just that little bit of hope.
See the body language here suddenly. There's a spring in the stride. It's a big wicket, that of Klaasen.
Nice timing. It's the single. The man I regard as the closer. Davey Miller is a closer. He has done it so often. What Klaasen did to the seamers today.
Widest one that he's got from the seamers today. And the fullest. Just thought, well, okay, no real danger. Just let me throw my hands at it, and he'll be disappointed. But a brilliant job he did. 52 of 27. Kind of really did any issues with regards to run rate required. And now it's just about South Africa trying to hold their nerve for 25 more runs.
Well, Miller will hold his nerve. He's done it so often in the past. If India can get Miller, they're asking players to come out of the hut and win it under so much pressure. Want to get two to Kuldeep, who's in pretty quickly.
That's a big decision to make next over. Does India know if they break this partnership, they're the nose ahead? pressure will be immense. It'll be, in fact, a lot to handle for the South African bowlers. Does he bring in to break the partnership with still 20 plus needed? I think won't be a bad idea.
Spare a thought for all those bowlers just left to come. They've managed to find a way so far in the tournament. Will they draw on those reserves? Can they scrap again?
This will be a World Cup record to win for South Africa. To chase this down will be the highest ever successful T20 World Cup run chase in a final. Required rate 7.26. Let's break it down, shall we, even further. Just 23 from 19 deliveries. Dots are gold, wickets even more valuable to India, particularly this one now. Can they get Miller? Single for Davey Miller, who will keep the strike, which means he keeps control. 155 for 5.
It's always different.
Purity in our heart, quality in your gut. For 50 years, Lakshmi hai na.
Bajilal Quick Treat. Flavor है loud.
Well, Rohit Sharma called a mini summit meeting, and those involved were the senior players, and the meeting was about when do we bowl Bumrah? And the consensus was right now, and pray that he gets a wicket or two.
I think the right move, with over 20 still needed. We can crack this game open in this over. Let's be Bumrah, and that's what Rohit Sharma will be hoping for. It'll be interesting to see South Africa's tactics, how they go about tackling Bumrah with these 6 balls.
He's the best in the business. There is no doubt about that, Bumrah. And that's a cracking delivery. 22 from 17.
Every ball he bowls these days is like an event. I mean, he's so much on top of his game. And he's literally making the ball talk.
There's a right arm seamer, but he comes over the vertical, so he gets really close to the stumps when he goes around, almost creates the angle and has the ability to go away from the left-hander. But then don't forget, he can also get the in-swinging Yorker at any stage.
Dots are a knowledgeable crowd, those Indian fans. They know a dot is just so important to them at this point. It's 22 from 16 now. How many you want to leave at the end? That's the thing.
And it's going down all the way to the wire. You can see the tension in the crowd now. Fans from both sides, millions around the globe. They'll be biting their nails.
Single. Might not mind that, Jasprit Bumrah. Have a crack at Marco Jansen. See if the big man can get down on a really straight Yorker.
It's a long way down, and he's got that ability, that extra speed, just to be able to slide in a brilliant Yorker at any stage. Doesn't matter what the format is.
Three inside the circle on the offside, and patrolling the onside inside the circle was Rohit Sharma, who is working overtime mentally here, trying to devise a plan, devise some magic. Here's Bumrah. Oh, he's got him! He has done the job! He's broken through. The big man turns around and looks at the shattered stumps. He leaves the park in India. India are seriously back in this.
What a bowler. And what a time to get a wicket. summoned by his captain to bowl his final over, way ahead of schedule. And like we said, he's making the ball talk. He's telling what the ball to do, and the ball's doing exactly that and responding to him. Champion stuff from a true champion. Bumrah cracks this game open with the sixth wicket. It's Marco Jansen who has to go for just 2. It's 156 for 6.
घर से आने के बाद में घर आएगा साथ में हमारे टेस्ट में कहीं घर आंगन की याद है
Ashoka Desi at heart.
Well, 10 minutes ago, when Klaasen and Miller were going, Maharaj was thinking, I might not have to bat in this. Not only does he have to bat, he has to bat very well, because first thing he has to do is negotiate 2 deliveries from Jasprit Bumrah. That will effectively see him out of the game. But what an impact he's made again. 2 for 17 from 3.4.
It's the angle, isn't it? He can go wide of the crease, and it's the in-swinger, and on the angle hits the perfect length, nips back between bat and pad, just nips the top of the leg stump.
These 2 deliveries could be the most significant in the match. Bumrah's last 2, here's one of them. Oh, wow, on the money. It gives you nothing.
Nothing. Just such a good reader of situations, the demands of the team. Someone has such variety, just went to dish out the right ball. And he's doing it time and time again in recent times.
1 to go for Jasprit Bumrah. Just survive, they're saying. And he does. He was going to say he might have taken a chance there, but he's done the job. He has done the job, as has Bumrah again today. It's 157 for 6, and South Africa need 20 from 12.
Yeah, indeed, Smithy was down to basically a run a ball. Now all of a sudden 10 and over required. Ravi Arshdeep's giving his
I was actually quite surprised they took that single. I want Miller on strike. So they took the single, which means Maharaj will be on strike for Arshdeep, who is a very fine bowler on his own right. Look at that, 2 for 16 from his 3 today.
He's been flying under the radar. A lot of credit to Bumrah, and rightly so. And Arshdeep Singh has done his job, played his part right through this tournament. Tension all round.
There's 3 inside the circle. 2 of them are looking to keep Maharaj on strike. They're hunting in really, really close. Brilliant off the return there. And look, this is just starting to hit, because these guys like Maharaj and below are not supposed to come out and win World Cup finals with the bat. They're just not. And it's the squeeze is on.
Yeah, 100%. It's always the bowlers that kind of get caught at the back end, having to be a supportive role or having to get the job done. And I think the calm mind of Miller, he's going down after every delivery, he's chatting with Maharaj, he's trying to keep him as calm as possible. They play domestic cricket together as well, and he just needs to try and find the middle, but he loves to open up the offside, so Arshdeep will be aware of that and trying to be nice and tight on that leg stump.
So Kohli's gone to mid-off, Sharma's at cover, Jadeja behind point. Now Kohli's going back to long off. Third man comes up inside the circle. Strategy. What's the strategy? Get it through to the keeper. That's not a bad one.
It's funny how the game changes so quickly. Just a while ago, the gap between the 2 teams was 25. Now suddenly, it's just 2. India at this stage, 155 for 4. South Africa, 157 for 6.
It's a difficult time for Maharaj. He just has to try and watch that ball as close to him possible and get bat on ball, try and pick up a single, get Miller on strike. If there is a place where he can pick up a boundary and he gets the right delivery, then maybe try and make that play.
20 from 10. It's starting to get really tough for South Africa. Ashdeep again. Maharaj just gets it out to deep mid-wicket. Axar is there. It's just the one. Miller back on strike. He needs a boundary, and very quickly.
Yeah, I agree, Smithy. He would want a boundary just to calm the nerves, but I think the most important thing for him is to be on strike when the last over starts. The breeze will be helping him to hit to the leg side where he's so strong and has the ability to take it down the ground. But just to ease the pressure, ideally they would want a boundary here at some stage off the next 3.
The choice of delivery from Ashdeep Singh now becomes crucial. Does he think of the single delivery? He looks to bowl full, attempts the Yorker, get Miller away from the strike, have another crack at Keshav Maharaj. Does he opt for the slower delivery? I think we want to get Miller away from the strike, not give him that boundary or a 6 he's looking for.
He might be going to go full here, Ravi, because he's got mid-off and mid-on way back, as far as they can go. Square of the wicket, he's got a little bit of protection, but behind square, none at all, really.
And Miller might be saying, if there's a particular delivery, I'm going to try and whack it away. Otherwise, try and keep it on the ground. He'll be backing himself if he recognises it.
Miller. He wants to. He needs to face this ball. He will be back successfully. 17 from 8. This is a champion at work, folks. An absolute champion at work. He just wanted to have a crack, and it only took him one to have a crack at Janssen. Snuck it through on the money, giving you nothing. We always talk about the batsman being under pressure, but how about the bowlers having to deliver in those circumstances? Yorker, beautifully placed. Single to Miller. It's getting tough for South Africa now.
It's got to be a free hit, this one, for Maharaj. He's got to go searching for the boundary. Miller needs to be on strike for the last 6. So the communication as they go down and have a chat with each other is, Keshav, look at an area where you think you can pick up a boundary. If you get it away, it takes all the pressure off me. But you've got to back yourself. We're not looking for a single off this delivery. So think of what he's going to deliver to you and where could you maybe pick up a boundary. He jumped across and tried to whip onto the mid-wicket earlier on in the over, and that might be his plan. Or is it a ram shot, trying to get it over short 45?
I think that's a good option. Look to score behind the wicket. And covered the field in front.
Ashdeep, last ball. Perfectly placed Yorker. What an over that was, under pressure from a young man. Bumrah was brilliant. Ashdeep, just the same. 16 from 6 to win the World Cup for South Africa. It sounds a lot.
बाजीलाल क्विक ट्रीट फ्लेवर है लाओ।
चुनिंदा गेहूं से बना स्वर्णा चक्की फ्रेश आटा। इसमें है 100% होल व्हीट, यानी ये ज्यादा पानी सोखे और रोटियों को बनाए बिल्कुल सॉफ्ट। इट्स नॉट जस्ट सॉफ्ट, इट्स स्वर्णा सॉफ्ट।
Could you make us 3 of your best espresso martinis, please?
It'll be my pleasure.
Oh my god, creamy and delicious. That is smooth. I have to have Somras at my wedding.
Somras is the official refreshment of Cricket World Cup fans.
It is Hardik Pandya against Davy Miller. That's how it'll start anyway.
Yeah, 20 teams, Smithy. A month ago it started. We've hopped between America's mainland and the Caribbean, and it all comes down to 6 deliveries. The class of Miller against the experience of Pandya. Miller will have to pull on all the reserves of all those years of international franchise cricket. He's got the ability of that, there is no doubt. But can he pull it off on the biggest stage?
Well, knowing Hardik, he won't give him pace. Saw what he did with the first ball. He bowled to Henry Klaasen as well. In the 2016 T20 World Cup match against Bangladesh, Hardik defended 10 and India won by 1. Now, choice of delivery is crucial.
He's going to go wide Yorker. He has to go wide Yorker. He wants Miller to hit it to the offside. That's into the breeze. It's the bigger boundary. They've already set things up from a field setting position. They've got people, they've got protection wide on the offside. So that's got to be the plan. He doesn't want to be allowed to tack the shorter boundary, down breeze. I'm sure will stand on off stump and try and hold the pose and try and hit it as straight as he possibly can.
16 from 6. Here we go, folks. Wide, Miller gets it, and he gets plenty of it, does he? No! What a catch! Oh my God! I don't believe what I've just seen. Athleticism at its very, very best. This is quite an incredible moment, folks. You won't believe what you've just seen. It is just the best piece of skill I think I've ever seen in a game of cricket.
Under pressure, Surya Kumar Yadav calm as. This is magnificent. Presence of mind of the highest class. Miller won't believe what he sees on that giant
TV umpire to
screen.
director, we have an umpire review
They
for
go
a fair
upstairs.
catch. Bowler's feet checked, it's a fair delivery. You go to your best angle for the catch, please. Keep it rolling through, please. Keep it rolling through. That's good there. Did you have any other angle from just behind, please? Thank you. Yeah, foot's inside there. Foot's inside there. Foot's inside there. Roll up. Keep it rolling, please. Keep it rolling. Yeah, foot's inside there. Keep it rolling. Thank you. Ready with my decision for the big screen.
Potentially one of the greatest catches in cricket history when you look at the occasion and the pressure. Outstanding, breaks hearts in South Africa, thrills billions in India.
Yeah, the presence of mind to be able to keep your emotions in check, execute the skills that they do practice over and over again these days. A low full toss, Miller's eyes would have lit up. He would have thought, I've got enough on it. But it's not to be. Simply brilliant from Surya.
Tremendous, tremendous, joyous scenes. And just spare a thought of what Hardik Pandya has done in the last half an hour. He was brought back, he got Klaasen, and now he's got Miller. 2 massive wickets in his 2 overs. South Africa now looking down the barrel. 161 for 7.
16 from 5. Rabada, Gisa Rabada. Edge, down to the boundary for 4. 12 from 4 now. It's a busy pendulum.
It's raining, Smithy, too, just to add a little bit of drama to the situation. There's some rain coming across the ground. A fortunate outside edge. It takes it to 12 of 4 deliveries. Can Rabada work magic? The most unlikeliest source, you would think, compared to what's been at the crease so far. But South Africa will be hoping by all hopes.
Third man goes back. This over could take an eternity, but I don't care. It's great, isn't it? It's absolutely great. The drama of all this whole World Cup, as you say, Polly. 55 games of cricket, almost, and we've come to this kind of tension. Hardik Rabada, swing and a miss. They'll run it by, will they? Yes, they will. And we're down to 11 from 3.
Well, a game worthy of a final, this. There's absolutely no question about that. Pendulum swung from one side to the other. One stage it looked as if South Africa had their nose in front. India bouncing back with the wicket of Klaasen. And then they've chipped away. So Meg bowling. Hardik, Arshdeep Singh, Jasprit Bumrah. It's taken some quality stuff to claw your way back into this contest.
And Polly, you won't need reminding, the South Africa needed 26 from 4 overs with 6 wickets in hand.
Yeah, it was 151 after 16 overs, and unfortunately they lost their big hitters. But what can Keshav Maharaj do? You would think it would be into the wicket, slow deliveries, try and make him hoik it across to the leg side.
Another beautiful delivery, this from Hardik Pandya, chest at the right time. It's India now. They believe they don't have to do anything silly. 10 from 2, Aiden Markram would know they had their chances. The whole nation watching. It'd be a massive relief. 13 years since India picked up the last ICC trophy. That was a World Cup in India. Won a Champions Trophy, but a World Cup is a World Cup. 10 needed from 2.
He just needs to make it 2 legal deliveries and make sure that the first one doesn't go away to the fence and everything is secure. They're taking their time. Rohit Sharma getting the field in the unbelievably correct position. They're not taking any chances. They want to make sure, even though it seems like they've got it covered now.
Here he goes, 10 needed of 2. That's a wide, he'll have to bowl that again. 9 needed of 2.
It was situated that if 10 of 2 you couldn't get a super over. Now all of a sudden South Africa, if they can find the boundary twice, even if it's on the ground, they'll get 8 and they will be in for a super over in this final.
He's feeling it, Hardik Pandya. He's bent over at the top of his mark. Not sure that he's got a bit of a niggle, but he's starting to feel this mentally. I mean, that just wasn't a wide, that was a big wide, which means pressure.
Yes, he's staying, he wants to stay away from the onside. Stay away from Rabada swinging down the ground on the onside. Breezes in that direction. There are 3 fielders in the deep. And here goes Hardik Pandya. Swings in the air, this should be taken. It's Surya Kumar Yadav. India will feel they won this World Cup now. 9 needed of 1 ball. 1 legal delivery will seal it. And cometh the arm, cometh the man, it's Hardik Pandya again.
They have held their nerve with all this pressure. The odds were against them with 4 overs to go. Heavily South Africa's game, heavily. And this, compared to the one he's previously taken, was a walk in the park. It simply was. Kohli knows. They all know. The world of cricket knows. It is just moments away. Only thrice has a side defended a total in T20 World Cup final, and India has done it twice.
You can see how much it means to Rahul Dravid as well. As a player, never had a chance of getting his hands on a World Cup. As the coach of a team, the time has come.
Two unbeaten teams. They were the 2 best teams. They deserve to be in this contest. If India get here after this delivery, the first team to win a T20 World Cup without losing a single game. That's how good they've been.
Last ball. It's in the air. It's India who win the T20 World Cup after 17 years. The drought is over. An ICC tournament after 13. They all go to ground. They worked extremely hard for this. Have a look at the support staff there. It means so much. Unbeaten in this tournament. They've held their nerve when it mattered most and under pressure. And they become the unbeaten team to hold the trophy. 50th win for Rohit Sharma as captain in T20s, and the first captain to do so.
I've got to say, I looked at Rohit Sharma when that single was taken. He went down, he laid down on the ground, and he punched the turf, and his players ran towards him. Such is the pressure of being the captain of India to deliver the goods. And Polly, we've got to say, we've got to hear from you. It's the one that got away, I'll be honest with you, and you feel that, I'm sure.
Yeah, the South Africans were immensely disappointed. Credit's got to go to India. They never gave up hope. We saw an unbelievable over from Hardik Pandya, but it was his wicket of Hendrik Klaasen earlier on in the piece that made sure they gave themselves a chance. They didn't stop believing, and in the back end they held their nerve. The South Africans, well, they'll be very disappointed. It was in their grasp. They had it done. They just needed the experience of the two batters at the crease to take them over the line. Unable to do so. It was a good campaign, but once again they fall short on the biggest stage.
And what a moment. You could see tears in his eyes. It means so much to him, Hardik Pandya. Under pressure, under serious pressure, get those 2 wickets, that of Miller and of Klaasen, is something sensational. And time to celebrate. It's been a long time, but it's come. And it's come on the big stage in a World Cup final.
There's some great achievers in the game who are broken at the moment with emotion. Look at this man here. Look at this man here. He's taken a wander by himself just to reflect on what has happened. Such a special time for Rohit Sharma and his distinguished career. He can't quite grasp it at this point.
Yeah, he's looking upstairs. He's looking at the man upstairs and saying, what did he do after that night in Ahmedabad when India lost to Australia? He looks up again and he would be saying, thanks for giving me another chance. And the boys have responded. Kohli, top scorer in the final. Vital innings. Highest score of the tournament. But it's this man. Deserves all the accolades. He's captained magnificently right through this tournament. Even today. Getting the right bowlers at the right time when the chips were down. Showing faith in Hardik Pandya. Getting him on at a very important moment of play. Get wickets at crucial stages. Ashdeep Singh, he did a great job too.
And Sharma doing the right thing. He's motioning his troops to come and shake hands with South Africa, and they will line up. 2 great sides. What a great month of cricket they have. Klaasen, Orbit there, Shamsi. South Africa with Markram leading them, had their heroes as well. But this is a day that'll hurt for a while. That's the nature of big sport. It has just been the most amazing finish to an intriguing last month in the Caribbean. And what about the motion of the new coach, old coach?
Yeah, he deserves it. It's 3 months in 3 years in the job. His last day in the job. India will be appointing a new coach. Have a look at Jasprit Bumrah. As picks up his wife off her feet. It's just that feeling when they go into the dressing room. This is what you play for. This is what creates memories. You can see tears in the eyes of some of the greatest players in the game. That's how much it means. It's a nation where cricket is like religion. And you've got to win every game you play. They've done that on the big stage. And they were tested. My word, they were tested by South Africa today. And the end of it all, it's India. Champions again in T20 cricket after 17 years. And you can see Hardik Pandya getting a hug from the coach, Rahul Dravid. Plenty of heroes today.
We're going to get downstairs, folks, and talk to some of these wonderful Indian superstars here. We'll get their feelings. We'll hear from the captains. We've got the presentation of the trophy as well. Kohli will just make his way up the steps. He's still crying, still full of emotion. They are the longer it lasts, the more emotion it seems on these Indian faces. Two of the greats of the game. Two of the greats of the game. What a great shot that is. So much despair back in Ahmedabad has been replaced. It has been replaced here today. Truly wonderful side. And a wonderfully popular leader. He had a heck of a tournament with the bat. Kohli came through for him today. Let's get down to ground level, shall we? Those are amazing scenes from upstairs, but let's hear from some of the players. I'm pretty sure we've been able, I can see Nasser down there on the boundary with someone. Dinesh Karthik is down there. We've got roving reporters. Right. Let's get down to Dinesh Karthik first of all. All Indian players are heroes and he'll be loving every minute of this. Here's Dinesh.
Siraj, you were there. In the last 5 overs, they needed 30 runs and Bumrah was walking. What was the mood like in the dressing room?
I'm only believe on Jesse bhai because game changer player, he is only one guy, is Jasprit Bumrah. I thought this hour maybe is match changing hour. And what I'm thinking about is exactly same there. I'm like, it's unbelievable feeling right now, to be honest. I can't describe my feeling.
6 months ago, you played a final and you were part of the 11 and you ended up losing that game. How is the feeling right now that you won the World Cup?
DK bhai, last year World Cup, I lost same like, but now this match, I think it's, as a player, you also the last year World Cup you there, so his feeling is unbelievable. Every professional cricketer he wants World Cup final, but I'm to be grateful, I'm blessed, I'm enjoying this moment. To be honest, I'm lucky. Thank God, Almighty Allah.
Thanks, and on to you, Nas.
Hardik, you're proudly holding that Indian flag. Just sum up what this World Cup win means to you.
You know, means a lot. It's very emotional. We've been working very hard, but something was not clicking. And I think today was a day where we kind of fulfilled what the whole world, whole nation wanted. You know, so many people supporting. And I think even it's more special for me how my 6 months have been. I've been very graceful of not speaking a word. Things have been very unfair, but I believe that, you know, if I keep working hard, there will be a time where I will be able to, you know, shine and, you know, do what I have always I've done. And I think that sums everything up. You know, it was a dream to win, and especially getting an opportunity like this makes it even more special.
You believed in yourself. Did you believe in the team when they needed 30 from 30? Did you still have that real belief you could do it?
We always believed we can do it. It was just about we execute our plans, stay calm, and, you know, let the pressure come to them. And credit to Jassi and the fast bowlers, the way they bowled those last 4 overs, change everything. And yeah, it was about time to get it.
You're cool and calm and calculated. How were you in that last over?
I knew pressure's not gonna, if I'm not gonna be calm, it's not gonna help me. So for me, it was simple that I execute my plans and make sure that every ball which I bowl, I commit 100%. So, yeah, I've been in this situation. Yes, I've not won it, but for me, I've always enjoyed pressure situation. All of a sudden, my run-up speed increased as well when the time came. So, yeah, it's been wonderful. It's been very enjoyed.
And a final question, you gave your coach, Rahul Dravid, a big hug. His last day as coach, he is someone that's backed you and the team throughout.
I'm very happy for him. He's been a wonderful man. Really enjoyed working with him. To give him a farewell like this, where this is how his so far coaching career ends. it's been wonderful. I've had a very good relationship with him, kind of became friends, and very excited, very happy for him that the way they all are going, all the support staff, they've been very integral on last 3-4 years.
And a big kiss from your captain as well. Hardik Pandya, World Cup winner, well done.
Aksar, it's been a great few months for you, and you've been one of the players of this tournament so far. What does this mean to you?
It's meant everything for me. Like, when I come to this World Cup, in last few years, I've been getting injured, not getting that performance, but this time, I'm just feeling that I have to do something for India, something good for India, and finally I did it. I'm feeling so proud.
The team has been part of so many finals, so what did you do when this happened today?
I'm trying to keep it simple. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm just thinking about this is another match for me, and I'm not thinking this is the final, so that's work for me. When I went for the batting, I think I'm not thinking about ahead that if I'm got out here, then what happens. I'm just play on the merit, and that's
what does this mean to Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma?
I think Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma, you can see for Rohit Sharma, he's an amazing man. I think he led Team India very good in this series and in this World Cup, I think. And Rahul bhai give everything to us that you can enjoy it. You can't take pressure. Just enjoy it and just do your best.
There are a couple of times you were promoted up the order. Were you expecting it?
No, not today. I think I thought I'm going down the order, but when we got out 3 wickets early, then suddenly Rahul bhai told me that X, please pad up, and I think I didn't get to think about anything about my batting, so I think that worked for me.
Thanks a lot and well done, Akshar.
Cheers, thank you.
You see Jay Shah there. I think his new name will be Nostradamus Shah, because in the month of July he appointed Rohit Sharma as the captain. And he said on the 29th, he will be lifting the World Cup. And it's happened just that way.
Well, he will indeed. 169 for 8, South Africa. Hendricks went early. De Kock was outstanding. So was Klaassen, and so was Miller when it really mattered, and so was Stubbs for that matter. But at the point where they were going to win it, this side through Bumrah and Arshdeep in particular, and the fielding, came to the party when most needed. Brilliant display of pressure fielding from India as well. Suryakumar Yadav's catch on the boundary will live long in a lot of memories. 176 for 7, India. South Africa 169 for 8. India win the World Cup, the 2024 version, by 7 runs. Right, let's head downstairs to talk to player of the match, Harsha Bhogle.
And can you imagine, it has just started to rain here. Our player of the match, Mr. Khalid Zamil, Vice President Public Affairs Aramco, to none other than Virat Kohli. Let the emotion run, Virat. What does this mean to you?
Well, this was my last T20 World Cup, and this is exactly what we wanted to achieve. This is an amazing game. I was telling Rohit today when we went out to bat, I was like, one day you feel like you can't get a run, and then you come out and then things happen. God is great. I bow my head in gratitude. I'm just really grateful I was able to get the job done for the team on the day that it mattered the most.
It was a different Virat Kohli we saw today, the Virat Kohli we'd seen all these years. What prompted that change in you?
Well, just the occasion. It was now or never kind of a situation. I knew this is my last T20 game playing for India. It's the last World Cup that I was going to play. So I wanted to make the most of it. And this was our aim. We wanted to win an ICC tournament. We wanted to lift the cup. And as I said, it was the occasion that helped me to put my head down and just respect the situation rather than trying to force things out there and just really play the game that my team wanted me to play.
Have you just made an announcement, Virat, about T20 internationals?
Yes, I have. This was an open secret. It was not something that I was not going to announce even if we had lost. This was going to be my last T20 World Cup playing for India. It's time for the next generation to take over. 2-year cycle. There's some amazing players playing in India, and they're going to take the team forward in the 2020 format and do wonders as we've seen them do in the IPL. And I have no doubts that they'll keep the flag waving high and, you know, really take this team further from here now.
In 2011, you said it's time to carry someone on the shoulders because he's carried India for so long. Time to carry you on the shoulders maybe for this.
No, I don't think so. I mean, look, it's been a long wait for us, you know, just waiting to win an ICC tournament. And it's not just me alone. You look at someone like Rohit as well. He's played 9 T20 World Cups. This is my 6th. So he deserves it as much as anyone else in the squad. So we're just happy we were able to get the job done. And really, it's hard to explain, you know, the emotions I felt after the game. I knew what kind of mindset I was in. I wasn't very confident in the last few games. I wasn't feeling really good out there. But when God has to bless you with something, He shows you in ways that you can't imagine. That's why I said I'm really grateful and humbled right now when I bow my head.
Well done, Virat. The world sees you as a very tough human being. It's revealing to see this side to you today.
It's been difficult, and hence the emotions of how the game went as well, where we came back from, the kind of character the guys showed. It's really difficult to hold things back. I think it's going to sink in a little later, and the emotions are going to come to the surface a little later more, but it's just an amazing day. I couldn't be more thankful.
If it is indeed the last one, you go with your head held high as you always do. Well done, Virat Kohli.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Harshad.
What a player. Our next award is the player of the tournament. The jury for this was Mr. Wasim Khan, ICC General Manager Cricket, and 3 of us in the commentary box. Mr. Ian Bishop, Cass Naidu and me. There was a vote from the fans as well who voted via digital channels. And once again, Mr. Khalid Zamil, Vice President Public Affairs, Aramco, will present the trophy to the incredible Jasprit Bumrah. I'm just pausing to let the sound come through, Jasprit. Did you think when you were a kid growing up in Ahmedabad that far away here in Barbados you'd be seeing these kind of emotions?
Not at all. You know, usually I'm the one who tries to keep my emotions in check and, you know, try to focus on the job. But today, you know, I don't have a lot of words. The emotions are taking over. I usually don't cry after a game, but, you know, this feels really special. You know, midway stage, we felt we were in trouble, but to pull off a win like this is an unreal feeling.
Is this the very best that you have bowled? Because I've seen cricket for a while. I've yet to see a white ball bowler bowl at this level consistently. What do you think of it?
I'm just really over the moon that, you know, my son is here, my family is here, and I could do something special for India. You know, we've been working really hard towards this, and we've come close. We just fell short last time, but we were able to go through this time. You know, there's no better feeling than that. We play the sport for this, for these days, for big stages. When you do well and you get your team through, there's no better feeling.
It's incredible that in a game that's normally dominated by batters, there's a bowler who's the player of the tournament. And right from the first game, you just looked like your rhythm was right, everything was right.
Yeah, it just felt good. You know, I was trying to keep myself in a bubble because I was spending time with my family, not thinking too far ahead, staying where your feet are. All of these things are okay. Yes, we do say it, but when comes the big day, you have to do it even more. You have to do what you have been doing, not to try over because it's the final. So yeah, it just felt very good. And over the tournament, I felt very clear and calm.
Was there ever pressure on you because you are the lead bowler? Was there ever pressure on you that your 4 overs are the key moments, and especially today when you came back for the 16th?
I don't look at it like that because, you know, whenever I'm at my peak mindset, I think of 1 ball at a time and 1 over at a time. If I think of the overall picture too early, I give on to the pressure and I try too hard sometimes. So this was what was working for me today. Yes, obviously emotions can take over and was taking over, but you had to keep yourself in check. But now the job is done, the emotions can come out and you can, you know, scream and shout.
Can I just ask you one final question on when you took the ball for the 16th over? It was 30 of 5 overs, the game was slipping out. You're standing at the top of your mark. Surely there's a thought going on that we'd love to share from you.
Yeah, it was, when it was a runner ball, we did think that, what is happening. So when I came, I saw the ball was a little scuffed up and a little reverse of it. So I thought, what is the difficult shot for the batsman? How will he, get beaten, or I will get a wicket? So I thought length ball was an option. The ball was reverse swinging. I was happy that I was able to keep my calm and I was able to execute.
Go and put that trophy in your cabinet. It'll take pride of place. Well done, Jasprit Bumrah. It's been an absolute honor watching you play cricket.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Thank you.
Sure has. Turning point of the match was this one here. It's Klaasen. It was after a break in play because of an injury to Rishabh Pant, and we wondered whether he might have lost his magnificent hitting momentum. He chased a wide one, looking to send it over the top of the offside. A faint touch through to Pant, and that was the turning point in the match because Klaasen had it in the palm of his hand. Break it down as we look when the acid really went on, Ravi Shastri. We look at that last period of play when questions were really asked.
Yes, it's that Klaasen wicket. For me, it is that Klaasen's wicket. The moment there was a break in play, you knew something could happen. And 4 wickets falling for 22 in 4 overs. And what a spin to the contest. And Hardik Pandya, Ashdeep Singh, Jasprit Bumrah, all playing their part. Don't forget Akshar Patel with a bat earlier and Virat Kohli. But a really good bowling performance under pressure. They showed character, those 3, in those final overs. It was a stern test, but they stood the test. And a very happy Indian unit there. You could see tears in the eyes of almost every player. And Jasprit Bumrah, man of the tournament, for a stunning performance all the way through. Virat Kohli saving his best for the final. Has changed his tactics, played his normal game, got in and held that Indian innings together to give them a score which was always going to be challenging.
Well, a lot of those players have had some great highs in their careers individually, but you just see what happens when collectively, when a team gets together and pulls something off like this, what it means to even the most experienced. Quite incredible scenes here in Barbados. India are the world champions. And this, them now adding their name. They started it under the guise of the great MS Dhoni, and now Rohit Sharma can stand tall on that table as well. Great players leading their sides to victory in the course of this event. So much great cricket in 17 short years. And the good news is, the next one's only 2 years away. Polly, help me out. We've hardly mentioned your guys. What are they feeling? What are you feeling?
No, they must be feeling absolutely gutted. There's absolutely no doubt. They basically would have thought that they had it in the palm of their hands, and it's not to be. Markham was superb. His captaincy was brilliant. A lot of their performances, they found a way. They found a way to get over the line, find a way into the final for the first time. But unfortunately, when it got down to those last 4 or 5 overs, they couldn't find a way to stay calm and get their team over the line. Credit goes to Rohit Sharma. He's had his own share of disappointments as captain over the last few years, but he's now a World Cup captain and won the trophy, the T20 format. And I think the South Africans will need lots of hugs to try and get them back on track.
Seldom seen emotion like this at the end of a game of cricket. I promise you, been around a while. It's just quite revealing. We shall be back here in Barbados very shortly, folks, because it's India's turn to stand on the dais, get their medals and get the trophy. And that will be in the hands of Ian Bishop very shortly.
History of Indian cricket defined captured in these 4 frames, these 4 pivotal moments, these moments that have inspired generations, that have inspired greatness, that have brought an entire nation together on their feet in celebration and elation. And we do it again today, because after a 13-year wait, you can say that Team India are world champions. This is a team that has dominated. They are the first to go through an entire World Cup campaign undefeated.
Which proves that we were worthy finalists. Could have won the game today, unfortunately didn't, but still, like I mentioned, incredibly proud of the group.
Yeah, a lot of close calls. I was reading a quote from one of your journalists back home, and it surrounds a lot of South African sport. They don't know what we know as South Africans. How does that set you up for the future?
Yeah, hopefully really in a really good way. I think one thing that's guaranteed about a South African, wherever they are in the world, is they're a really competitive person, a really respectful person, and a person that will go down with the fight. So that's one thing that we as a group sort of pride ourselves on. Hopefully moving forward we can draw a lot from those few things and can keep putting the skill side of the sport to good use. But yeah, it's still a proud moment for us.
Congratulations on getting to the final, and there is no doubt, Aiden, that your time will come in future. Thank you very much for the entertainment.
Thank you, Bish. Thanks.
Aiden Markram, South Africa's captain and a worthy finalist of this 2024 T20 World Cup. And now let's celebrate the champions. May I invite the victorious India cricket team to come up and receive their champions medals from Jay Shah, the BCCI Honorary Secretary General and ICC Director. They will be led by Jasprit Bumrah, Yuzvendra Chahal, Shivam Dubey, Ravindra Jadeja, Yashasvi Jaiswal, the impressive and great Virat Kohli, Hardik Pandya, Rishabh Pant, Aksa Patel, Sanju Samson, Ashdeep Singh, who was bowled splendidly all tournament, Mohammad Siraj, Kuldeep Yadav, Surya Kumar Yadav, and bringing up the back end there is their captain, their leader, Rohit Sharma. Great performance throughout the tournament. India unbeaten. And one would have to say the way that they've marched through, by some distance, a well-balanced, the most well-balanced, finely groomed and well-led team. The only team to go undefeated in winning a T20 World Cup in the history of the tournament. Round of applause one more time for Rohit Sharma and his men. And now Rohit would make his way Rohit, congratulations. If I may just press you back just a little bit so they get a good shot of you and none of me. How do you sum up this moment, given all the planning, given all, I suppose, the times that you didn't quite cross the line as you would have wanted to? Sum up this for the nation and for the global society.
Very hard to sum up what we've been through for the last 3 or 4 years. To be honest, we worked really hard as individuals and as a team. A lot has gone behind the scenes for us to be here today and winning this game. it's not what we did today, it's what we've been doing for the last 3-4 years. That's the result that has come for us today. We played a lot of high pressure game in the past as well, and we've been on the wrong side of it as well. So guys do understand, when the pressure is on, what needs to be done. And today was the perfect example of when the back is against the wall, what is required. We stuck together as a team, all of us, even though, at one point it was looking South Africa's way, but I thought, overall as a team, as a group on the field, we wanted this really bad. We wanted to win this. But I know to win a tournament like this, a lot goes behind the scenes, a lot of efforts, a lot of mind needs to come together. And I'm very, very proud of the bunch of boys that I have and the management as well for giving us that liberty to go and play and execute and having that trust in each one of us. And that has to start from the management, coach, captain, and then the players. Go out there and do it. Throughout the tournament, I think we were fantastic.
Let's talk about a few individual players and not isolating anyone else, but Virat's form wasn't the greatest coming into this final. What's your appreciation of what he did today with the bat?
Look, I was, not me, but nobody was in doubt about that form of Virat's. We know the quality that he has, he's been on top of his game for the last 15 years. So, come the occasion, we know big players will stand up. And, Virat was obviously holding that one end, which was very, very crucial for us. And the others played around him. And for us to get to that total was a team effort as well. We wanted somebody to bat as long as possible. These are not the wicket where you can just come and bat freely and keep the scoreboard ticking straight away. So we do understand that, and we wanted somebody to bat as long as possible. Virat did that perfectly. That is where experience, all the years that he has played comes into the picture. And the other guys around played really well. Aksar's knock of 47 was, I think, very, very crucial as well.
Let's jump on to the bowling now, and you've got many, many heroes across the tournament. Aksar himself with the ball, Kuldeep, Ashdeep. But this guy, Jasprit Bumrah, how do we put into words what he keeps doing?
I can understand you guys trying to put it out in the words, but I've been someone who's seen him for so many years playing alongside me. Even I don't know what exactly is with him, and what I know exactly what he brings to the table, but how he does that, it is just masterclass, to be honest. And he backs his skills, which is more than enough. And he's a very confident lad. Whatever he wants to do, he executes that to perfection, which is a very rare sight. I know.
Hardik is telling you that he wants to celebrate here now.
Yeah, no, I mean, Jasprit Bumrah, to put it in one word, he's a class act.
And Hardik bowling that.
Hardik was brilliant as well, bowling that over. No matter how many runs is required to bowl that last over, nerves. And all of that, I'm very, very, very proud of the boys.
A word to the fans who've turned up here finally, who've supported you at home and abroad.
Yeah, no, absolutely fantastic. All the way through New York to Barbados, I just want to salute them, to come and support us the way they have. And also back home, millions of people are sitting there watching it. It's a late night in India. I'm pretty sure they will be up tonight to watch this. It is for them. They've been waiting for a long time, like we have. So yeah, I mean, very, very proud of what we've achieved today.
Rohit, congratulations. Thank you very much for all the entertainment you've provided around this tournament. Once again, I'll allow you to go and to join your teammates to receive the trophy from Mr. Greg Barclay, the ICC chair, and Mr. Jay Shah, ICC director. Congratulations to India, led by Rohit Sharma, ICC Men's T20 Cricket World Cup champions 2024.
Take it in. Take in this moment, these are your T20 World Champions. India wait 13 years for this glory. Great players like Rahul Dravid have come and gone, and they haven't had their hands on this trophy. That doesn't define you. What defines you is this moment right here, this campaign right here. The first T20 World Champions to go unbeaten in a competition. They're on top of this world. This is Rohit Sharma's legacy. This is what Virat Kohli has left in terms of standards. This is what this team will build on, from the Jasprit Bumrahs to the Arshdeeps to the fact that the rule of 7 applied for India. 7 different match winners, 7 players with 50s in this competition, 7 different bowlers who took wickets, with an iconic number 7 sitting back at home who started it all in 2007. India win by 7 to become world champions. Raidu, that frame, Rahul Dravid, the emotion after years of being resolute, of being the wall, that frame right there, that celebration tells you what it means if Rahul Dravid can celebrate like that.
I mean, it tells you what it means to every Indian out there, and especially Rahul Dravid. He has known the pain of being in a World Cup and not doing well as a captain, and now as a coach, he has turned it all around. And the group that he had was amazing. And Rohit Sharma and all the players, I mean, these are the champions we all were waiting to celebrate for a very, very long time in Indian cricket. And today is the day, today is an opportunity. And we have found new heroes to celebrate after all. And Indian cricket is going on a great, great, great state, and the great times ahead for Indian cricket. And you see Rahul Bhai getting so emotional, and you see the secretary of the BCCI, you see that match winner there, Bumrah, who has done it for India yet again in this crucial, crucial encounter.
Dave Steyn also with us here on Kent Cricket Live, co-powered by Amul and Eurogrip Trials. That's a frame. And you understand as well, Dale, I'll come to you in a bit, but you understand what it means, those years of heartache, those years of yearning, that final hurdle that held India back despite great players for so many years. Those demons have been vanquished. Tomorrow you will wake up knowing that India are the world champions, knowing that these players that you have supported through thick and thin and should continue to support have delivered on your dreams, your hopes, your ambitions, and more importantly, they define their legacy. A date with destiny had been set, and they have taken control of their own destinies. India are the T20 World Champions, an extraordinary campaign where they have remained absolutely unbeaten. And you look at the different performances that have stepped up to the plate at each and every moment. We will break it down for you, but for the moment, India are world champions after waiting years and years with the greatest of players stopping at the final hurdle. Not today. Today, we celebrate the blue.